Hey everybody, Dylan Geddes here, Gnarled Iron Forge. Pleasure to have you here today. Thanks again for joining me. So, we're gonna continuing on the knife. So, where we last left off, got this guy kind of roughed in. We got this little bit here marked out, and we got the false edge forged in, still a little bit rough, but nothing a quick filing can't fix. And the bevel, we also got the bevel forged in, the tip kind of roughed in and whatnot. This is all gonna change up a little bit. Been looking at some reference material and such. Today we're gonna be working on the handle itself. We're gonna get this drawn out a little bit. Nothing to it but to do it. Let's get the forge fired up and get after it. Here I'm being slow and deliberate, just so that way I can avoid hammering into the blade as opposed to hammering into the handle. That's why it's slow yet soft striking as opposed to just wailing on it. On bar stock, as wide as this is, it takes quite a bit of hammering over and over and over again, flipping the piece over, hammering one side, and then flipping it over, hammering again, and then straightening it out on the flat just to get the shape that we need. Sorry about that. When it comes to blacksmithing and most other things in life, it's all about just continuation, repetition, and being deliberate with each thing that you do. In blacksmithing, this in turn is for every hammer strike that you make, you need to consider, you need to think about every single time that your hammer hits that piece of work, what is that going to do to your work? You need to really hone in on your skills, control your hammer, and understand how it's going to move the steel. I always find the style of work, whether it be blacksmithing, carving wood by hand, which I've done a lot of in the past, furniture making, jewelry making, anything that is to do with hand tools and just getting down to do one project at a time or something very simple. It's very fulfilling, it's very satisfying, and I would highly recommend trying out a craft to anybody that is even slightly interested. Now, I recently went to Cooperstown, which is a lovely place in central New York area, and they had an entire village of like historic craftsmen there, essentially. They had people doing printing, they had blacksmiths, they were weaving rope, or they were hand hewing some logs. The work that they were doing was fantastic, so whenever anybody says that they are interested in any sort of craft, I always try to explain to them that sometimes you just need to broaden your horizon. There's pottery, there's jewelry making, silversmithing, blacksmithing, you could work with glass blowing is absolutely fantastic. There are so many different crafts out there that you can do by hand, very cheap, all sort of that arduous work. Now here, I bring the piece over the horn of the anvil, and I begin to shape the final portion of the handle. This is going to create a swell at the bottom of the handle itself, and that'll prevent the knife from slipping out of your hand. It creates a nice little catch where your pinky goes, so that way if you're chopping with this knife at all, and it's, say, wet outside, or you got oil on your hands or whatever, this will hopefully prevent, if not this will reduce it from slipping out of your hand. It's not really a Bowie knife anymore, is it? But man, it's looking sweet. Due to the round face of the horn of the anvil, it assists in sort of reducing the surface area of which you can utilize to strike the material. This assists in drawing out steel. So if you ever need to draw a large amount of steel out rapidly, utilizing the horn of the anvil will sort of facilitate a faster transition in the drawing out of the steel itself. That's why I bring it over here, not only to shape out this little finger trough in the bottom there, but trough? I don't think it's called a trough. A little finger troil or something like that in the bottom here. But I am also utilizing it to assist in drawing out, which theoretically I should have been doing the whole time.
All right, now, I know what you may be thinking. I'm thinking the same thing. Up in here, that's obviously horrible. Right there, right there. Bop, bop. I'm gonna have to clean this up on a belt grinder. I know. But most of this work I want to be done at the forge, right? So we got some of the bevel forged in. Looks like it's mostly on this side. Got to get up in here cleaned up, thin all this stuff out, flatten this area, obviously, square this up here and here, and yeah. I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of sweet. What do you think? I think that's gnarly. Ha! All right, that's all the time I got for this video. I apologize. I know I've been very busy today. If you like the video, please like it. If you dislike the video, please go ahead and dislike it. Let me know why in the comments down below as to why you either dislike it or like it, so that way I might make these videos better in the future. I'm trying to become a better content creator for all of you guys, because making good content is how you get people to grow as a community. And that's really what I'm after here, is just a community of people that are willing to either work together for something or able to kind of collect all of our knowledge into one area, so that way we might better understand blacksmithing as a whole. Because I'm just here to be a blacksmith, man. If you guys, I'm not here to be a YouTuber. I'm just here to be a blacksmith and share it with other people. That's why I love shows, and that's why I love making these videos. So anyway, if you like seeing stuff like this, please consider subscribing. We're almost at 100, which is freaking... Oh, that's super cool. That's super awesome. I deeply appreciate each and every one of you. Try to get to the comments as much as possible. So, oh, and that too. If you have any ideas for anything that you want to see forged in the future, this is going to obviously take a couple more parts to finish up this knife, but if you have any ideas that you'd like to see me forge or attempt to, it's got to be safe for YouTube, so keep that in mind. But the more difficult the project is, in my opinion, the better, because I'm going to tackle things that I'm not necessarily ready for. That's how we grow as craftsmen, right? That's how we understand our limitations. And in the words of All Might, go beyond plus ultra. Yes, I'm a weeb, I understand. But anyway, again, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Man, it's so awesome to have you guys. I'm sorry, I'm rambling on. Have a wonderful day.